Well, quite some time ago, my husband and I and our two kids lived in Evansville, Indiana, and our daughter was, I believe, in second grade, and my son would have been 4 years younger, he probably was about 4. So anyway, this particular day, I decided I needed to do laundry. My daughter was already gone to school. My son was still in bed asleep. So our laundry was out in the garage, and it was a cold day. So I put on my warm fuzzy robe and my slippers, my fuzzy slippers of course, over my PJs, and I went out to do laundry. I put the laundry in the washer and everything, got ready to go back in the house, tried the door. It was locked. Oh my goodness, what was I going to do? And here Tom was inside the house with no mother there. What was he going to get into if he woke up? And you might know my husband was out of town. As usual, when something bad happened, he was always, it's true, he was always out of town. And I had to deal with, the problem. I thought, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? So I thought, well, I've got to go to a neighbor's house and call a locksmith. So I parade down the street in my fuzzy slippers and robe on this cold day. And of course, most of the neighbors weren't home because they were at work. Finally, quite a ways down the street, I found a neighbor home. Well, I hardly knew this neighbor, but she thankfully let me in the house. And we called the locksmith. And so, the locksmith came, and of course I was still worried about Tom being in the house. But the locksmith came, got me into the house. And as I recall, Tom was just barely waking up and didn't get into any trouble, thank goodness. I mean, he could have gotten into the fridge trying to get his own breakfast. I mean, who knows, looking for his mother everywhere, So anyway, later that day, my daughter came home from school, and I was telling her this sad story about me being locked out. She goes, well, Mother, I had a key at school. You could have had the neighbor bring you up to school, got my key, and you could have gotten into the house.